The first dose is to be informed. Injecting our minds with the correct information should be the norm. Once we are acting on facts, there aren't allergic reactions to that. The side effects may be arrogance, which stems from acknowledging that the importance is paramount. Here's a parable. Prevention is better than cure. And with knowledge to prevent infection, we are on our way to being insured. Currently, a lot of us are insured, indecisive, divisive, locked down at home on our laptops and phones, left to our own devices. And that in itself is a crisis. But this is the time when knowledge should be spiking, not cases. To unmask the fear we are facing, we must face it by using the correct information to replace it. Increasing the need to be vaccinated decreases the need for contact tracing. So let's unmask the facts. Before vaccines can be approved and implemented, they undergo a series of testing, 1, 2, 3 phases. Each phase is obtained through safety and efficiency, tested among a population that varies differently. Once approved, apply. You may ask why. Natural immunity is not the way. Aren't antibodies our natural defense force? Sure, but vaccines are for viruses we don't have immunity defense for. Example, smallpox. Responsible for the death of millions, but only when persons became vaccinated, the smallpox virus was totally eradicated. I know you heard scrutiny, but this is how we arrive at herd immunity. A vaccine that, when taken, reduces the risk of your life being taken to the coroner due to corona. A vaccine that prevents you from being seriously ill due to exposure. So if we want to operate, vaccinate. If we want to congregate, vaccinate, because only when we are all vaccinated, the spread of coronavirus eradicated.
Hey you, yeah you, with the John Wick thumbs, fingers triggered at the truth. Tell me something. You will ever tell a cancer patient to say no to chemo? To retreat in this battle for their lives? To reject a possibility of survival? To reduce their chances of a disease track and field in their functions, ignoring a cure for this pain or the grief that follows once death swallows them whole? So why you quick to spread your lips despite your lisp, you spit in the face of facts? Saying don't take the vaccine, eh? Why say no to stopping the spread of this cancer? Taking lives as if death itself sent it on a mission. As if this was meant to bring about the end of days. As if COVID is code for count every second you have left. And no, the vaccine is not a cure-all. But it does limit the death. And the tears that melts flesh once you see your family member take their last. So before you decide to risk it all for conspiracies, remember it's not only your life at stake. So don't be irate. Stop spread that hate and just vaccinate.
We on the right path. A path that was thin and narrow, but we get through. It was hard at first, but we think through. With intelligence, we've reached there. Finally, we don't have to be on lockdown. We could finally have this COVID-19 virus locked up. I rather follow safety measures than be 6 feet under, eyes closed and unconscious. And with these new COVID-19 cases, I know it's real depressing. But with this vaccine in our lives, I feel like we don't have the need to be stressing. Like finally, I could walk out my house stretching to hug my loved ones. Gosh, God, I feel like this is the richest blessing. Like finally, I could stand up on the taxi stand, wave my hand out for red band maxi while taxi man say, hey, Sawa, want to go? And when they reach any maxi, I want to know what want to go he talking about. I want to reach back to them times that we now talking about. So what are you waiting for? And what are you waiting on? The vaccine so quick and easy, in a matter of time, the virus will be gone. So you tell me if it's worth it. For your families to be standing over your bodies while wiping their faces with handkerchief. Tell me if it's worth it. For this virus to secretly snip, slice, slit and rip the inner soulings of your lungs. You tell me. Oxygen tanks? Persons on beds? You ever walk inside the hospital and see dying persons on beds? We need to be outside again. And I don't know if the feeling is true. But gosh, God alone knows. I know you feel it too. Because we 6 feet apart. But I don't mean we can't work together.